Good morning. If you've been here yesterday, our gospel for today is a continuation of yesterday's gospel, wherein Jesus healed a man suffered for 38 years in the pool of Bethesda. And now, it was Sabbath. That's why it's a continuation, because in today's gospel, the Jewish leaders, the Jewish authorities were upset and tried to persecute Jesus because of two reasons. Number one, violation of the Sabbath law. Healing a paralyzed man on the Sabbath. And second, they were upset and they tried to persecute him because they accused him of blasphemy. Blasphemy because for the Jewish people, Jesus equates himself with God. He and the Father is one. And this cannot be accepted by the Jewish leaders. Three important points that I would like to share with you as a point of our reflection this morning. Number one, sometimes we are like the Jewish leaders, guilty of what they're doing. Because like them, in our life, there are moments that we are faithful to the law, but we are neglectful to the needs of others. And being faithful to the law, but does not pay attention to the needs of others, is not an outstanding way of living. The Pharisees, they're like, they follow the law, but they are hard on people. How could you reconcile, you are good to the law, you are faithful to it, but you are blind to the people suffering around you? That's why Jesus healed the man on the Sabbath day, because that is the right thing and the best thing to do. To end the suffering of someone is the real meaning of Sabbath, the real meaning of rest. How can you call it Sabbath day? How can you call it rest day when someone is suffering and someone is in agony? For Jesus, that is the right thing and the best thing to do. Because the greatest law is the good of people. And we have to always remember this, and I keep on telling you on this, that if we follow the law, but make the life of others hard and difficult, it is not a commendable way of living. That's why Jesus said, it's hypocrisy when you love God and you are not good to others. Second, this is very striking to me. And the gospel says, my Father is at work until now, so I am at work. In short, our God is not a lazy God. Jesus is not a lazy man. He's always at work. Jesus, our God, is an answering God. He listens to our prayers. He's healing people. He's casting out demons. The Son works like the Father, because the Father and the Son is one. But what I'm trying to tell you, the second point that I would like to tell you today is this. Jesus said, my Father is at work, so I need to work. In short, today we are asked to work like Jesus, to be productive in everything, especially in spreading the kingdom of God. Why? Because in our opening prayer here, it says, He will reward the merits of the just, and He will offer pardon to the sinners who do penance. Let our work be a way of penance for the wicked things, the evil things that we have done before God. And finally, those who do good will be rewarded. Those who have done evil will be condemned. It means this is very clear that there is a resurrection. There is a resurrection. Our doing of kindness, our coming here in the church every morning is not futile because God will reward your sacrifices. When you do good, God will never forget it. That's precisely what our first reading is trying to tell us today. God will reward you. He will always remember your good deeds at the resurrection of the body. There is resurrection. If we do good, we will not regret of doing it. That's why the option, the decision is in our hands. We have two options: salvation or damnation. The choice is ours. Friends, let me end my reflection by saying, never get tired of doing what you have done, especially kindness, charity, being faithful to God, listening to Him, following His commandments, because at the end, we will get the reward of the good deeds that we have done before the Lord. And always remember this, that our God, His name is Jesus, He is always merciful and kind. Today, like Jesus, do the right thing and the best thing.